Daniel Del Prado does it again. The infamous restaurateur, the man with the pan, DDP, who owns nearly 10 restaurants, is in the headlines again. And no, it's not for union busting this time. It's not for mandating his employees to not wear watermelon pins in solidarity with Palestine. And it's not for closing a string of coffee shops to say "F you" to his employees for attempting to unionize. This time, old DDP is in the news because he swapped his staff members for QR codes. Bring Me the News writes, the Walker Arts Center is cutting ties with Cardamom, a restaurant that has operated inside the museum since 2021, over its decision to cut staff members in favor of QR codes. The news comes a week after Daniel Del Prado's restaurant transitioned from a full-service dining experience to a counter-service model using QR codes, reportedly laying off several staff positions as a result. We're also now forced to wonder if Daniel Del Prado will be replacing a few of his friends with Claude Code. DDP is f***ing wild for this. Can you imagine? He sat down and was like, oh, I have an idea. Let's replace the staff with ChatGPT or QR codes and they'll never have to interact with the human. You see those glasses? When he walks through Minari and he's just checking on things, I want you to know those are most likely Google glasses. And DDP is probably just sizing you up to get replaced by Cloudflare or Vertex or anything insane apocalyptic platform Sam Altman is now espousing right now. Daniel Del Prado saw the movie Her and then had an idea for a new restaurant. Daniel Del Prado saw iRobot and cried when he saw all those robots jump into that fire. He was really hoping they could have replaced his kitchen staff. Daniel Del Prado read an article on Palantir and said, yes, finally, this is so awesome. God, I want to call one of my friends, but they don't exist anymore. Speaking of tech, the Minnesota Supreme Court says cops now need warrants to access your Google location data. ACLU Minnesota writes, wait, hold up. Cops already had access to my Google location data? That's, I wonder what else they know about or see on my phone. Compartmentalize this. ACLU Minnesota writes, yesterday the Minnesota Supreme Court decided that when police access your private location data from Google, that's a search, and they need to get a warrant. While the court found that geofence warrants are not inherently unconstitutional, they made clear that police do not have unchecked power to rummage through the private location data of anyone who comes within the geofence. In other news, Chief of St. Paul Police Axel Henry is wondering if he can still use Google location data for ICE. Not to arrest anybody, he just wants to meet them at the nearest Applebee's and hang out and have passion fruit mezcalritas. Axel Henry doesn't have any friends in the city. Well, the ones that he does are the few ICE agents that are left around.